Good evening, children. How are you?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you?
Good, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
I
I'm
am
good
also
evening.
good. Good
How
evening,
are
Harshit.
you?
How are you? I am good. I am good. Thank you. What about you all? How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
Okay. So I look you were looking so good yesterday. I saw your actually pics.
Thank you, ma'am.
So you are from where?
Ma'am, Hyderabad, ma'am.
Okay. So that is, I think that dress is called as somewhere patpavra, I guess, if I am not wrong. Half sari, kind of a patpavra, something like that, right?
Lehenga, ma'am. Lehenga.
Lehenga. Okay. The normal lehengas. Okay. Neha, you are from where?
Ma'am, Hyderabad.
Okay. Harshit.
Ma'am, Hyderabad.
Okay. Adya. Adya, from where you are? And Neha, Adya, turn on the video. Harshit, you also need to turn on the video. Yeah, okay, Adya. Okay, okay. Good evening, Bhavesh. Okay, he has left now. Okay, that's good. So you all are like from the same, I think, region and might be the same kind of traditions you might be following, right? Uh, but our custom is little different. Not little, actually, entirely different. So since we are from the north, so we don't follow all those traditions. But yes, definitely, I worked in Tamil Nadu for 5 years. So few things I know like about that traditions. Okay, Bhavesh, from where you are?
Ma'am, Andhra.
Andhra. Okay, he's from Andhra. Okay. Okay. Now coming back to the chapter, getting to know plants. So last time we have I shouldn't turn on the video because it looked very so dull actually. Without the videos, it's like talking to myself, and I don't want to talk by myself. Okay. Do you know who talk by myself like yourself? The people who are mad actually, they talk usually by themselves. So I am not that. So I wanted to talk with you and interact with you, right? So we have started with the types of the plants, right? On the basis of the height. Three types were there: herbs, shrubs, and the trees. Correct? So herbs, shrubs, and trees, they are the three types. So herbs, they are the smallest one and they have the green stem, right? So their stem will be thin and they are green in color basically.
Ma'am,
And in,
tender.
yeah, green tender stem. What do you mean by tender, Bhavesh?
Ma'am, thin, light,
Correct.
and weak.
Yes, thin, light, and weak stem they have. That is called as a tender stem. Fine. And they're little brittle also. They can break down easily. Whereas they might have the branches, they might not have the branches. Both the conditions are there. They might have, they might not have the branches on them. Second thing are the shrubs. Shrubs are basically the medium-sized plants. They will have the hard and woody stem. So, like if I talk about the rose, like rose stem is little harder as compared to the herbs, right? So they are not very thick kind of a stem, but yes, definitely comparison with the herbs, they will be a little harder. Fine. And they look bushy. What do you mean by bushy?
Ma'am, crowded.
Clouded, very good. So all together they will be, crowded, so close together. Fine, they will be bushy because so many branches will be coming from the same point. Same, like, if you have a branch, this is a branch. Right from this point itself, they will all start growing. So because of that, they look very bushy kind of the structure. Fine. Then trees, they are the tallest. They have the hard, thick, woody stem. And what is the stem called as for them?
The trunk.
Very good. Trunk, correct. Okay, Anaya. They are called as the trunk. And for them, where does the branches arise? Everywhere the branches will arise, only top of that.
Ma'am, top. Ma'am, stem.
Top, right? Top part of the stem, it will be arising. Fine. And it will spread much above the ground. So you haven't seen, right? If you have the tree, then down also the stem is growing. Only at the top of that tree, the branches will be there, and from the branches, the leaves will be coming out. And there are other two types of the plant, depending upon the nature of it. It is the creepers and climbers. Climbers and creepers basically, we might have in our home like money plant, right? I think we all have the money plant at home, right? So what do? They will be needing the support. Why do they need the support to stand? What is the basic need for them? Why? Huh?
Mom, to
Because
stand.
they're herbs.
No, actually, because they have the weak stem. Find the climbers, what do they have? Their stem is very weak, and that is why when they grow little, they cannot, stand upright. So what do we do? As soon as they grow to a limited height, we will be tying them across the pillar, or might be across a stick, so that they will get the support of the stick and they can grow easily. So that is why the climbers are known as the climbers, because they cannot climb by themselves. They need the support because they have the weak kind of the stem. Fine, for the support, they will be used. We can use a wall, we can use a stick, we can use a pillar. So any kind of the things can be, or the object can be used for them. Like money plant we have, then pea plant also we have, then grapevine plant we have. So these all, what do they need? They will be needing this thing. Then creepers. Creepers generally, they do not grow high actually. The fruits of them are very, very heavy. And that is why, what do? They will be laying on the ground. I can say they will be sleeping on the ground. They will be resting on the ground. Since
Like
the fruits are
watermelon?
very good. Yes, watermelon. And the muskmelon also you have. Then others also you have. Pumpkin also you have. Fine. So their fruits are very heavy. So if they try also, they cannot stand upright, right? So that is why they are always laying on the ground and they're enjoying their life, sleeping there, resting there without any kind of the tough job, right? So creepers, they have the heavy fruit. That is why they lay on the ground. And whereas the climbers, they have the weak stem. That is why they need the support to grow. Fine. Okay, going to the next one, I think already we have discussed about the annual, perennial, and the biennial, right? For the 2 seasons, the biennial will be, the perennial will be for the,
But
what is the annual and perennial?
um,
Annual and perennial?
Mom, annual is like plants which grow in only like only a particular growing season.
Correct. Fine. Annual. See, annual means, keep in mind, annual exam you have, right? Annual exam. It means one. Fine. Once in a year you will be getting, once in an academic year you will be getting an annual exam. Same way, annual. If I talk about the annual plants, once in a season they will be giving their fruits. Fine. They will be growing. Such kind of the plants they are called as annual, biennial for the 2 season, and the perennial they will be everlasting. Fine. So they will be bearing the fruit every year actually. Fine. Okay. What is banana actually? Banana is a herb, shrub, or tree?
Tree. No, it's a shrub. Shrub.
Any other answer apart from the shrub? Any guess itself you can give it. I don't want the correct answer. I want the wrong answers only.
It is a herb.
Okay, it is a herb.
Ma'am, I say herb also.
Okay, herb. Adya, what do you think? Harshit, what do you think? What is banana?
Ma'am, a fruit.
No. Banana is a herb, shrub, or tree?
Ma'am, tree.
Tree. Harshit and Adya, they are saying tree. Neha and Bhavesh, they are saying it is a herb. Trilokya, what about you? Ma'am, all three. What it is, okay.
A tree, ma'am. I think it's a tree.
Okay, well, you are thinking it's a tree. No, actually, it is a herb. Fine, it is a herb actually. Fine, so now commonly what happened, we usually call banana as a tree. Banana is not a tree. Banana is actually the largest herb. Fine, it is the largest herb. Very, very important for your, when you go for writing the entrance exam and all, you should know that. And Olympiad exams also. So banana is the largest herb. So it look like a tree since it is big actually in the structure, but actually it is not the tree, it's the largest herb which has. And that is why, you might have seen the stem of that banana are not so hard, right? They are a little soft as compared to the tree kind of the woody stem.
Ma'am,
Fine, you will
softer
be,
than shrubs.
yes, softer than the shrubs, in fact, right? So, in fact, the banana has a different parts like the flowers, like the leaf, like, you can use a different parts of it for making the vegetables. I think in your place, I have
And
seen
we can
actually,
use banana leaf.
Banana leaf also as a platter
Yes.
you are using there in your areas, right? So first time I had that food in Tamil Nadu on the platter only, the banana leaf platter, where I was shocked to see. I was like not aware of that tradition actually. And do you know about that thing?
Ma'am,
That
and we offer prasad to Ganesh with the banana leaf only.
exactly, actually, you all are so intelligent. I was not so intelligent, knowing that. So once when I was I just went to Tamil Nadu and first time the food was offered to me and it was actually on the leaf platter. And the people, actually the students of mine, they were spitting little amount of water and they were just cleaning it. I said, what they are doing and why they're cleaning that banana leaf? Though I know these are like banana leaf, but I was not aware of the tradition what you all follow actually. So then I did not do that actually, and slowly and gradually, one person was coming and keeping some food. I said, "Where's the plate?" I asked actually him, "What about the plate? Why you are keeping the food in this leaf? I will not be eating it." So he was like, he does not know English actually, and neither he knows the Hindi. So he was like, "Podi." I said, "Podi? What is podi actually?" So I was not aware podi means just go. So I was like, what he's saying now? Because problem of language was there for me at least I think almost 1 or 2 months, and afterwards I learned small things there. And then slowly and gradually they were coming and serving few things and all, and that too in very large quantities. They kept the rice this much quantity. They kept that dal was very liquid kind of thing. So I was like, this much of rice, 3 people can eat along with me, 2 more people can eat. Why you're wasting the food? So we don't eat actually much food. And their people will be eating so much. So they were thinking like I will also be eating so much, and they kept so many rice and all. And ultimately they served everything, and I asked, spoon? Spoon? Why do you want spoon? I said, for eating. How I'll be eating then without spoon? So then teacher told me that here you will not be getting the spoon. Why you're asking for it? I said, then like you have the hands given by the god, use them. I said, use them? How to use them now? Because never ever I had that food with the head with the
That's your
hand.
first time.
Yeah, that was my first time actually there.
The first time you get a bit struggle.
Very much actually. I was trying to take little amount of rice, instead of coming in my hand, it was just going down, actually falling down. So then teacher told me, no, you have to eat like this. I was like, what to do now? I was eating, I was like spitting, I was eating, spitting, nothing I had, and I was not liking actually, the food, because there it will be very different, very different kind of the gravies and all will be there. And here we have the generally we have potato curries or the paneer curries and all, and there some different vegetables were there. So it was very tension kind of thing for me. So first day I had it. Next day when they sent me those the platter, and it was actually tied. The rice were tied in that platter, and I opened it. I was like, again you have sent me so much of food. Why you're wasting it? So to like 2 to 3 people we were there. I said to take remaining to one, we will be sharing with one itself. They said one itself we can share 3 person. I said definitely we can do that. Why to waste the food? I don't like to waste the food. So then they realize that if they are not going to provide us, with the North Indian food, then we will not be surviving there. So I think third day they took us, like North Indian teachers, they took us to the markets, and from there we purchased so many, the stove and all those kind of utensils, the masalas, the spices, everything, and then we started cooking on our own. So that is how my journey was in Tamil Nadu. And usually I used to faint there in Tamil Nadu because of the temperature problem, actually. Here it is, I'm adapted to this climate, but there it was very difficult to adapt. And the moment I'll stand, my children now, they recognize like within 10 days, they told, Ma'am, you are going to fall down now. The next day, I went to the hospital, they gave me the glucose drip and all. Then again, I came back next day to the class, I was writing again, I was falling down. So it happened continuously third day, and then fourth day, children were, Ma'am, we will stand because we know you are going to fall down. I said, give me some time, I will be adapted. So within 1 month, then my body got adapted, and then I was I was teaching, then no problem of getting unconscious and something like that. So that is how I started there, and I was, and then so is there gradually I learned few words like pal, tani, tool, all those words I learned actually. And I taught them also Hindi, that you should know. If I'm learning Tamil, you should also know Hindi little. So
Ma'am, Tamil Nadu and Andhra have the same.
Language. So
No, not language, ma'am.
tradition.
The same thing. The same tradition.
Traditions,
They both
okay.
serve.
And there is a tradition, because I was not aware. There's a tradition, like, they were it's their tradition that they will be taking the hostel children to the temple also. Like, they have a festival. During one festival time, they will be taking all the hostel children and the teachers to the temple. So what I did, like, since I belong to here, I usually, whenever I go somewhere, I'll be opening my ears with all those things, and then I'll go, right? As a girl, as a lady, as a woman, I'll do that, right? I'll be opening my ears and going out. But when I did that same thing there, they gave me tuck there. My colleague gave me from the back. Puck. I said, what happened? So she said, why are you opening your hairs? I said, why we are going outside now? When we are going outside, we should do that. It looked good. So she said, no, here it is a culture that we should not open our hairs and go. It should be, tied somewhere with the rubber bands or something like that. I said, okay, fine. From that moment itself, I stopped going to the temples frequently. I said, whenever I want, I'll go. Don't force me to go to the temples. And then it's like, normally when we go to the temples, we will be standing, and in front of the statue of the god, we will be standing, right? But there it was a tradition that in front of the statue, you cannot stand. You have to be at the sides of it. Are you following the same thing, that you should stand at the side, not at the center? It means
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
okay. So you all have the same thing.
Ma'am, and we need to wear, ma'am, and we need to not wear cap or other things. We need to
Yeah,
take
but
them and stand.
okay, because I was not knowing. I was going and standing like straight away. See, if they wanted to teach me all this thing, they should tell me before itself, before reaching there. Then after standing, they were telling me that you should not stand here. You should stand at the side of it. I said, okay, fine, no problem. I can stand anywhere. So that is how slowly and gradually now I know, like, few of it. Then a very important thing. They are like, they will have a puberty function also. When the girls will grow up, they will have a function. They'll be keeping a function. So though I was teaching there, I was not aware of all this tradition and custom. So what happened one day, I think one girl of the class 7th, or I think class 6th, I can't remember exactly. She came to me and she told me, ma'am, I got something. I said, you got something? I didn't mean you. I don't understand you. And she's like, ma'am, actually I got my periods. I said, okay, then fine, no problem. Then, ma'am, you note down the time. I said, note down the time? For what I should note down the time? Because might be I was not aware that, the parents, they wanted to know about the time where when the girl, she has got that, first time the periods. So I just went and I told the other teacher, ma'am, she's telling me like that, why I should do that, all those things. Then later on, like, she went along with that girl, she checked that it was exactly that or not, and then she noted the time also. Then she called the mother and congratulate she was congratulating her. I said, ma'am, why you are doing so? Then she was like, ma'am, this is a very big news actually for them, that the girl has grown up. So, okay, fine. Every girl has to get it, right? What is a big deal in that? So then she explained me all these things. And after, I think, a few days, that girl at that girl's home, she kept some function also. So, and during that function, they called us. And I was like really surprised to see that, a huge function was arranged actually during that time. The girl was with all the bangles, with mehendi, all kind of, bindi, all those things were there. And like, what happened? She's going to get married. She's like, no, she's not going to get married. But yes, this is actually a tradition. So all was my first time I had such kind of experience. But then later, whenever it happened with some other girl, I was like ready for that. So is there anything happens like this with you anytime? If you felt some tradition is like you are not aware of that,
Ma'am, I'm a boy.
that's fine. Might be it happens, like, sometimes with the boy also, like if any girl is asking something, it can happen. So yesterday, actually, I was thinking by seeing Trilokya's photo, I just went 6 years back actually. So by seeing her look, but I always dreamt of, to wear that kind of the dress, but still I'm waiting. Okay. So, okay, that was about my story, my own journey actually. But I really like the people, you all, like, I think, the South India, I can say that the people, the children are very, very good. Very good. And here, if I'll show you my kids, now they are straightforward, straightforward. They won't be listening to you. They are not disciplined. But you, like, you all are so good, so disciplined. And that's what, like, my school also there in Tamil Nadu, they were so decent, so disciplined. If you are saying go and sit there, they'll sit there. If you say that like this, you should learn, they will learn that. So that is a good quality of the people there. And not only the children, like the elder ones also. They usually they know that I am not from there. So usually they'll be coming and asking me during the like festival time, it happens like especially Diwali time. I usually sit and cry there alone. No one will be there in the hostel, and no children will be there. No one will be there. So some of the like teachers, they used to come and they used to take care of me. Then they will be taking to their home also to celebrate. They'll be saying like, "Don't worry, we are your family," all those things. But if you come here, na, it's like very opposite. They will not be taking care of you all. So it's actually person to person varies also. But if you come, I will take care. I'm taking guarantee of that. So anytime if you come, then do let me know. We'll enjoy together. Fine. Okay. Going to the next one now. Weeds. What are weeds?
Unwanted plants
Amazing.
growing.
Yes, Harshit.
And what's the question?
What are weeds? WEEDS.
Mom, weeds are unwanted plants which grow in fields and compete for land, water, and space.
Very good.
And water and minerals with other crops which grow there.
Exactly. Very, very good, Bhavij. So what happens? Correct, Adya. So what happens? Sometimes you might have noticed in the crops, or sometimes in your home also, in your home garden also, few small plants will start growing there, which you have not grown actually. But by themselves, they will start growing, and they are unwanted, or they are also called as undesirable plants. They will be growing with the main plants, but they are not needed at all with us. So what happens once they start growing, then they will be fighting for the sunlight, they will be fighting for the space, they will be fighting for the mineral, they will be fighting for the water also. Now if they start fighting, then what happen ultimately might be the plant which we need might die, because they might not get actually the things what they need, right? So that is why when these unwanted plants, or when these weeds are small enough, what we should do, we should take them away. With the help of hands, we can take actually when they're small. So we can take them away and we can just throw them out, because they are not useful at all for us. So that they are called as the weeds. Fine. Then algae. So algae, then they are the what? They are the kind of the slimy green patches you might have seen in the pond water. Fine. So in the pond water, small slimy green patches will be there. What do? They will be actually doing the photosynthesis process. Fine, in the water. And at the same time, they release the oxygen. Now, these algae, when they release the oxygen, who will be using in the water that oxygen?
Ma'am, the
Ma'am,
marine
fish-
animals.
Correct. Fishes, the marine
And
animals, the small, aquatic animals. Correct, Harshit.
Aquatic animals.
Correct. The aquatic animals which are present there, they will be using. Now, if I say that I will be removing all the algae from that area, then what happens?
Ma'am, there will be no oxygen in the water.
Ma'am, they will be.
And they
See,
will die.
oxygen will be there, but in the form of the water only, right? And since that cannot be used directly by the fishes, so what happens? They can die also. Fine. So that is why it is important that algae should be there. Since they are also the part of the photosynthesis, they help in the photosynthesis process.
Ma'am, the green substance which grows on rocks at the bottom.
See,
That's the
actually,
algae?
two things are there. Sometimes you see only green one, okay? And sometimes you see along with the green kind of the brown, kind of the red also. That are the lichens. Fine. Lichens are basically when algae and fungus, two organisms we have. One is the algae and the second one is the fungus. So when since algae can prepare food, what do? They will be preparing food. And the fungus, they cannot prepare their food. They depends on the other. Fine. But this fungus, what do they have? They have the shelter. They have the place actually to live in. So algae, they can prepare food, but they do not have the place to live. Whereas fungus, they cannot prepare the food, but they have the place to live. So what these two organisms they will do, they will be joining hands together, and algae will be giving food to the fungus, and fungus in return they will be giving the shelter to the algae to live. Fine. So when these two organisms live together, especially on the rocks, that they are called as the lichens. And on the trees also, you might have seen those structures. They are the lichens. Lichen. Fine. If they are living separately, then they will be called as algae, and then they will be called as fungus. But when they live together, then they are called as a lichens. Clear? Okay. So apart from this, the writing part also we should do. Any doubt, children, till here you have?
No,
Any
ma'am.
doubts? No. So should we write or should we go ahead? What we should do?
Ma'am, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Ma'am,
Then in that case, you have to promise me one thing. Ask me what?
ma'am, what?
What? Very good question. I will be sending you the notes, then you will be writing and sending it back.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. I'm still
Ma'am, I'll
waiting
try.
for. Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, I'll try.
I'll not try. You have to add. You see, it's a barter system. I'm listening to you. You have to listen to me.
Actually, ma'am, it's outside, ma'am.
Okay, not today. Not today. Tomorrow you can complete and send. No shoes.
Ma'am, no, ma'am, she'll come on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. No problem. On Wednesday you can send me, but definitely you write it. Okay.
On Thursday, I'll send you, ma'am.
Okay, fine. No problem. Okay, so going to the next one are the parts of a plant, right? So you might have seen so many different varieties of the plant, so many plants we have around us. In your home also, you might have the different types of the plants, right? So different types of the plants are important for the different reasons, and they have a common function, that is like production of the flowers or the fruits and all. But yes, whatever the fruits they generate, that can be different, right? And that can, give us a different kind of the function. For example, if I talk about the muskmelon, it has a different function. If I talk about cucumber, it has a different. Grapes will have a different function. Mango, different function. So the structure is common for all, but the functions, what they are going to produce in the form of the fruits or the flowers, it is different, right? So parts of a plant, it consists of two systems. One is a down one, underground, which is called as a
Root system.
root system. Fine. The part which is under the ground, that is called as root system, and the part which is above the ground, it is called as a
Root system.
shoot system. Now, do you know what is actually okay? Any one of you, or maybe all of can you go and get chana? Chana, I think you all will be having one chana. I just need one chana. One chana, either the black one, either the white one, any one chana. Or the kidney beans or the rajma, kidney beans or the rajma, any one, only one single. Go and get it. Bhavesh is asking this after sitting itself from the mother. Just give me. Bhavesh, get up and go. Okay, let everybody come. Turn on the video, Adya. And Harshit, what's the problem in your video? Is it not resolved?
Yes, ma'am.
When it is going to get resolved? Adya, have you got the chana? What you have got? I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Adya. Harshit, what have you got?
Ma'am, I don't have.
Okay, you don't have. Okay. Okay, kidney means she has got. Okay, okay, fine. So when you notice that structure, okay. So when you notice that structure, can you see one line in the center? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Neha, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Turn on the video. What have you got it?
Ma'am, they're not available.
Okay, fine. Okay, Tralokya has got kidney beans. So Tralokya, can you see that line? Yes, yes, actually, yes, yes, that's this one only. Fine. So just this one chana or maybe the rajma, soak them in the water. Only one is enough. Okay, soak them in the water for 1 day, and after 1 day, remove that extra water and keep it maybe for a day or more. Okay. Then after some time, what you will be noticing that from the center part of that chana or the rajma bean, one small outgrowth will be there. And that small outgrowth will be of the two things actually. So from the chana, one root will go down actually, and one will go up. Understood? The chana, what you have, Bhavesh, and Tralokya, what your kidney beans you have, from that you will be getting one common structure, but from one common structure, one common white color structure, two white subparts will be coming out. One subpart will go down and one subpart will start coming up actually. Fine? From one common point, from one common thing, one will be going down and one will be going up. Now, why it happens actually? That common part which goes down is actually called as a future root. Now, why it is called as future root? Because in the future, that part will get converted into the
Root.
root. And the part which goes above, that part in the future will be converted into the
Shoot.
shoot. That is why that is called as a future shoot. Fine. So this is a small experiment that when you take this rajma or when you take this chana and when you keep it in the soil also. So you can keep it in the soil also. Under the soil you can keep it, and then after some days when you open it, the same way you will be finding out two types of the white color structure will be coming out. One will go down, one will go up. The down one is the root and the upper one is the shoot part. Fine. So that is how actually the future root and the future shoot will be there. And future root will have the main root, the fibrous root, the taproot, any roots they will have. And the shoot one will have the stem, they will have the leaf, the branches when they grow up. Fine. Understood? So that is the root system and the shoot system. So that is how it is being produced from a seed. So from a seed, you will be getting a root system, and from a seed, you will be getting a shoot system. But generally, what is happening, in the schools also, and every time in normal way, we do not go directly to this part, right? We will be going to the parts of a plant, root system, shoot system. But actually, from where do we got this root and the shoot system? From a seed. Okay. So from a seed, we will be getting the root system, and from a seed, we will be getting the shoot system. Fine. That is how it should be. Okay. Now, the shoot system and the root system we have discussed. The major one, which is for the holding of the whole plant, what is that?
Stem.
Which part? Which part will be actually holding it? Stem. And the stem will be holded by whom?
The roots.
The roots, right? So the roots actually plays a very, very, very important part. Fine, not only for the plants, but yes, for us also the plays a very important role. Because if the roots are not there, then the upper layer of the soil can be removed easily, right? Since in the Hyderabad, so much of rain is happening, I heard that, right? So if no roots are there, no plants or no trees are there, will that rainfall be not have the negative impact on your life? It will have,
And it
right?
may also cause floods
Yes. So if
because
though there are no
water is less.
correct. Since the roots are there, they can absorb the water easily. But if the no roots are there, no one is there to hold it, right? And if there is no one to hold it, then definitely poche poche. And what does poche poche means? In Tamil, actually, I forgot. Means gone, gone. Right now, if I'm not wrong, I don't know. Yeah. So it will be like we will not be able to exist actually in simple words. So it's very important that we should take care of this thing. And I think last class I told you, whenever you have your birthdays, your parents' birthday or someone else's birthday, always make sure that you give them one plant, okay? One small sapling you should give them. Sapling is actually the best gift you can give it to any person. But yes, the second person whom you're gifting, they should understand it. They should not say, it's very cheap, actually, see what is this child giving. So it should not be, right? So to show them the respect, you can give them, and if they're planting it, it's very good. See, I remember one thing because of this. I think last year I went for one, actually, the kind of the convocation. There, generally, whenever we go to the convocation, they will be providing few things also, like, a diary to note down the points, whatever will happen there. Then a water bottle also. Water bottle, generally now, as a kind of tradition, they will be writing their own, the brand name, and then they will be giving it. Then one good thing, actually, which I liked, it was a pencil. They give a pencil, and at the end of the pencil, there were the seeds in it. Have you ever heard that pencil?
Ma'am, I
About
had it.
Yes, actually, that is a good idea. That can also be gifted to anyone. So that pencil they have gifted, and I was not actually really aware of that fact that these are the real seeds. I was thinking they were like, just funny. They were just saying simply that they are the seeds. But then they told, like, these are the important part, actually. And when once your pencil is being shaped completely, what you can do, you can open the back of that seed part. It will be a kind of lid part. You can open that, and those seeds, when you grow them in the soil, you will be getting a plant, actually. So that is how that pencil actually was playing a very, very important role. So what happened? The convocation was spreading that kind of, the awareness of the plants, that we should, plant those saplings, all those things. So since they cannot give us, like, all together, this is one second, Chili, 1 minute. So that is what, like, you can use those pencils also on a regular basis. You might be getting, I think online also it is available, and normally a good shops also will be keeping it. Fine. So anything else, children? Any doubt you have? These are, like, very small things, like, which creates a lot of difference for our environment. And the next time, then we will be starting about the root, the modification of the roots. What are they? Then the leaf, the structure of a leaf, and the stem. Or better, I'll start the stem first of all. Okay. So in the next class, we will be doing the activity. In that activity, I wanted you to have the 2 glass tumblers with you. Fine. 2 glass tumblers with ink. Do you have ink at home? No. Ink,
Mama,
red ink.
Mama, I have a marker ink. Is it okay?
Yeah, it is okay. It is okay. Marker ink. A little you can have it.
Okay, ma'am.
If not, then you can take turmeric also. But turmeric, I think it will be resulting or not. If you have, that sketches you will have, right? Inside the sketches, you will have the refill. That also you can, use it. Okay. Fine. So 2 glass tumblers I need, then ink I need, and also one plant, actually, with the stem, with a long stem, not short stem, with a long stem. Okay. Any flower, maybe jasmine plant, you can have a flower with a long stem, or maybe any other
Ma'am,
flower.
I know what you think. Ma'am, I know what
Ma'am,
will happen.
The
same.
conduction of the water.
Ma'am, the
Yes,
petal
ma'am.
will turn into the
Correct.
Yeah.
color.
Yes. So this is about
Because
the
of the
conduction of the water. Yes. So conduction of the water will be happening, and this process is basically helpful to transport the water through the stem, actually. And this happens because of the which kind of the tissues? The xylem.
Yeah.
Find the name of the tissues of the xylem. Because of the xylem tissues, this movement of the water will be there in the stem. Fine.
Actually, my half-yearly exams are over and I got my results.
How it is?
Out of 80, I got 76 in science.
Very good. That's amazing. Then where the 4 marks are being reduced?
Ma'am, it's like in a working of a torch, I missed it, and in something else, they took the papers. They just
Oh.
closed it.
Okay, but 76 is very good marks. Very good, Neha. So I think from all of us side, clapping. Right? And I think, Traloka, your exams are coming ahead now, right? Now, see, 76, she has set the target. Now you have to cross it to 77. Then Bhavesh will be 78.
Ma'am, my paper is for 60 marks.
Ma'am, last year I got
Oh.
80 by 80.
Oh, great. See, now I cannot say you have to break Harsh's record. You cannot do that because out of 80, you cannot get 81, right? Okay, so we will be maintaining Neha's record, which is 76, and then who will see who will be getting 77 or 78 or 79 or 80 as like Harshit. Okay, children, then we'll meet you in the next class. Keep
Ma'am, I
smiling.
think last
Huh.
year I got 69.5.
Out of 80,
Yes, ma'am.
need to work little hard. Right? No worries, we'll do it all together. And children, how the classes are going on?
Ma'am, good.
I'm good, ma'am.
Ma'am, we
What?
good.
Okay, fine, children. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice
And the
day.
notes I will be sending
Have a
you,
nice
make
day.
sure that do it. Otherwise, next class punishment will be there. Okay, children, bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.